Okay, Valentine's Day is coming up, and we know you want to get gifts for your little boo. But listen, if they love their pet, be careful, because you don't want to get someone that you love something that would cause their furry friend some pain. You know, we got to be thinking about the
you got to think about everybody. So here with a list of things we should be wary about when thinking about what to get your Valentine is emergency veterinarian Dr. Jonathan Isla. How are you?
Well, thank you guys.
I'm happy that you're here.
Happy you're here. I never really thought about Valentine's Day being a tricky holiday for stuff like this. I always think Christmas time, you've got a lot of plants, you've got some candy, just a lot of things, bows, things like that.
Yeah.
But you say Valentine's Day is another tricky one as well.
I do agree, yeah. So for a lot of the same reasons too, like we had talked about a little bit, right? Just like around the holidays, you get a lot of flowers, get candies and gifts, right? I would say a good example would be lilies.
We have them right here. Are you triggered by this? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I should have caught that. I didn't notice right away. But no, lilies are a pretty common one, especially for our cats. That can be really toxic to them. That doesn't mean they have to ingest them or anything by that means, but even just brushing up against them, that can actually be toxic.
Really?
It can cause acute kidney failure in our cats. So one big thing I always caution is just keeping that in mind. If flowers are brought in, obviously they're a great gift, and I want to have plants and flowers, but just keeping that big one in mind, because a lot of lilies can be toxic to our cats.
And other plants too can be toxic to cats?
Correct, yeah. So there are a lot of other species of plants that aren't going to be quite as bad generally, but they can cause oral pain or stomach upset, so vomiting and diarrhea. So I have a lot of plants in my home. I do have one cat that loves to chew on them, so I just keep those ones high and out of reach, of course, and I'm just cautious about the ones that I bring in.
Yeah, that's smart.
So the thing to keep in mind is they don't have to ingest them. Some certain plants, they can just maybe the pollen, or they can just brush up against it and cause
Lilies
issues.
is a big one, yes.
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 Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big one. And then, of course, given Valentine's Day is tomorrow, right?
Chocolate.
Chocolate is a big one. And I love my chocolate. I am not trying to bash that delicious treat you guys just had, but remembering that for our cats and dogs, right? More so our dogs, because our cats are definitely the smarter species, I think. Keeping it safe and out of reach. Chocolate can be toxic there if they ingest enough of it. Specifically there, if you're going to get your significant others some treats and some chocolates, I would recommend milk chocolate or white chocolate. That'll be generally less toxic to our dogs or cats if they ingest it.
If they eat that.
So one that I saw on the list I never thought about is coffee beans. Why coffee beans?
Yeah. So I think we're going to talk about it here momentarily too. But coffee beans there have caffeine, and they also have another stimulant in them too that can be a little toxic.
Gotcha.
To our pets. So yeah, and that's partially why chocolate is also toxic for those kind of same reasons.
Yeah, the raisins are a big thing too. I mean, we lost our dog in April, but prior to that, I'd always had a dog in our house, and so we never had my kids never had raisins. They thought it was very exciting when they'd get them on the outside, because we just never had them in the house.
Yes, no, and you're spot on. So raisins, macadamia nuts, coffee beans, xylitol. Xylitol is like a similar to a sugar substitute. Those types of things we don't think about, right? But of course, our furry pets love to find those smelly, tasty treats, and unfortunately, a lot of times they can be that.
The xylitol is tricky because it's anything that's labeled healthy. I think you really have to look at carefully now, because you just don't realize how much it's kind of sneaked in there.
Yeah, it's in a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay, so the big one that we sort of teased, and I think is going to surprise a lot of people, or maybe not surprise them because of just the culture in the world that we live in, is cannabis and THC.
Yeah. So I would say on ER, we're definitely seeing more of it here over the past few years. And the big thing I would say we see with it, and as owners too, that we should kind of watch out for is the things that owners usually see are going to be all of a sudden your pet might have some trouble walking. They look a little drowsy. Think of it almost how it affects humans if we were to have too much, right? It can cause that almost drunken appearance. A lot of times our pets will have dilated pupils. They'll be really flinchy and almost look anxious, right? And then another weird thing that we see in our pets, once again, more commonly our dogs, is going to be they'll dribble urine actually sometimes. So if you see these signs, of course it's alarming and you should go check in with your vet, but letting your vet know too if there's a potential, right, of there being THC in the home, specifically edibles.
Is it possible they can have too much and it can kill them?
Yeah, it can. So in serious cases, it can be, yes, it can be very serious.
Gosh.
I would say in those cases, it's generally going to be a small dog got into like edibles, because they're generally a lot more concentrated, right? And then that can be one where they actually have to stay in hospital sometimes on IV fluids to be monitored. I just had one yesterday that we were working with. So it's the edibles that I would say, speaking from the past few years, that we see that be more problematic.
Yeah, and I heard another symptom is if you get a knock at the door and it's DoorDash and you didn't order the Taco Bell, you're like, who ordered the Taco Bell? Who's got the munchies?
Probably the dog. Probably the dog.
Fido probably called Taco Bell and said, hey, I need to get a little fix here.
Okay, so I do want to make sure that we touch on, because people need to know if you have that emergency, that acute exposure to something, and it happens outside of the hours of their normal vet, being able to use an emergency vet is really important. important. Do you recommend people have a plan? Like, okay, we know where the emergency vet is. We know when we can come and see you guys.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. So, I mean, a lot of times it's as simple as like a quick Google search in your area, right? What
Right.
ERs are there. And then also, a lot of veterinarians, like day practices, will have a like voicemail set up. We'll actually list some ERs in the area too. Just kind of starting there is also a reasonable option. But I would say in a lot of cases where, like you mentioned, acute things that are more sudden, needing to get somewhere quick, that Google search will probably be your best bet. And then, of course, calling, because we can guide you the rest of the way, right? We can tell you what to do in the meantime, how to get to us, and how we can help your pet.
Yeah, that's really important. But knowing, okay, I'm going to go to Allied. I know that it's there. Because when it happens to your dog or your cat, you're in a panic.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really
absolutely.
scary.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good stuff.
Good
Thank you so
advice.
much.
Oh my gosh, yeah, thank you for having me.
Nice to
Appreciate
see
it.
you. Come back again. So if you are in need of immediate medical care for your pet, Allied Veterinary has 5 locations. So they're in Brooklyn Park, Eden Prairie, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, and Rochester. And then all 5 hospitals have an Angel Fund, which allows donors to help cover emergency visits that owners might not be able to afford. And if you'd like to donate to that Angel Fund, what a great idea. Or learn more about Allied Veterinary, head over to alliedervet.com. But have their number right in your phone, ready
Yeah,
to go.
this would have been nice to know for us about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, you've had a tough go. Tough go.
we
lately.
had to take one of ours to the emergency vet.
Yeah, it's scary.
I want that Angel Fund to help pay
No,
for some
you're
of that
not
stuff.
eligible for the Angel Fund. You should contribute.